Welcome, everyone, to the next episode of Beyond the Shadows. I'm Grim, and this is Ray, and we have a special guest, our very first special guest for the podcast here on YouTube, the one and only Hamster.
Hello.
Oh, Hamster's been a good friend for about a year,
hmm
almost 2 years, no, almost a year and a half.
No, it's been about a year.
It's been about
It's
a
been a
year.
lifetime for me.
It feels like it's been forever, but
It
Hamster,
does.
glad to have you on here. Answer is one of our mods, and in the future, possibly video editing again. Excited for that to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's Grim's way of saying that he's really tired of editing.
Yes, I am so tired of editing.
The thing that sucks is we're in wedding season, so Grim is the only one editing. I just proofread our edits.
But so glad to have Hamster here with us, and Ray has a very spooky story to tell us.
Yep. We're gonna have nightmares after this story, probably.
I had nightmares after the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
Just looking at the picture of it is
Yep. Stop looking at the picture. We're not there yet.
But if you guys remember the last spooky story we did, it was the Devil's Toy Box, which was absolutely horrifying to read. I had nightmares just from reading it.
Well, now we're dipping into urban legends, and more specifically, Japanese urban legends.
They come up with the craziest shit.
Yeah, as this sentence says, they like to permanently scar their children.
Oh, all right, well, let's dive into this episode.
Oh, I'm not even going to preface what I'm reading until I get to it. I'll just let it say itself in the paragraph, not out loud, please. Thank you. Okay. So if Japanese urban legends have taught me anything, it's that Japanese love permanently scarring their children. They try to explain away by saying that a good ghost story helps chill your bones during the hot summers, but it's become apparent for a long time that the screams, tears, and nightmares of children must be sustaining the Japanese economy. They run off the tears of children, and the cheers. I love
They
that.
run off the tears of children.
Yep. I mean, really, there's no other logical explanation for it. The Teke Teke, I'm gonna pronounce it like that. It's probably not how it's pronounced. Should have ran this by somebody who speaks Japanese, but that's how my brain pronounces it. Is just one of the many Japanese urban legends that leave you thinking, is there anything in the Japan that won't become possessed and try to kill me? Well, according to animism, animism,
Yeah.
which is widely held spiritual belief through Japan, everything, including non-human entities, have a spirit or soul of some description. So the short answer is yes, everything will try to kill you. Great. It's almost like Australia. Everything there wants to kill you.
So mean!
The legend of Teke Teke begins with a young schoolboy walking home alone at night. Just gonna get real close to my mic so you just get the ambiance of what I'm about to feel while reading this. Because apparently that seemed like a wise course of action in a place where possessed umbrellas frequently come to life and try to impale you. I need that story.
Oh,
Hold on.
God.
On his way, he caught sight of a pretty young girl looking out of a second-story window. Just aggressive gap there because I don't know what the fuck was just accidentally thrown on my bedroom door. So
what?
they're doing the attic right now and trying to be quiet while doing the attic right now, and something was accidentally thrown at the bedroom door, and all I heard was shh, they're streaming. So we're just gonna filler the fuck out of that real quick. Okay, continuing. The boy wondered what the girl was doing as the building was part of a popular all-boys high school. Resting her head on her elbows, the girl met his gaze and the two shared a smile. That's the beginning of a love story. Then she launched herself out of the window, never fucking mind. Revealed that her lower extremities were missing. Run! Why are you still watching?
This is a love story. You're going to be
The
mine
worst story I've ever
forever.
read. Chase the boy.
Forever.
Oh, it gets worse. Chase the boy down and cut him in half. Just your average boy meets girl Japanese love story.
Senpai, notice me. We got a yandere on our hands.
God damn. There are numerous variations of what exactly the Teke Teke is. Teke Teke, Teke Teke. Teke Teke sounds cooler. It might be Tiki Tiki, and if it is, I'm sorry. But in all versions, she's a woman. She's missing her lower half. She carries a scythe or a saw.
Lovely.
Okay, let me paint this picture for you real quick. There is a woman crawling, well, dragging herself, more like it, with a scythe in hand. So dragging with a scythe in hand. Who needs to sleep at that point? That's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't like it. Don't like the images. Hard pass.
Don't talk to strangers. And she wanders around at night searching for victims who are too slow to escape her. How fast is she? Like, it's not funny. It's actually horrifying, and laughing makes me feel better.
Is she Siren Head fast?
You know what? That's 2 stomps, and he's already there. I think of the scene in Twilight when Edward is running uphill with Belle on his back.
Never watched it.
Okay, well, my ratties will understand. Okay, listen. She is usually found haunting train stations. We'll never go to one. So if you're ever looking for a reason not to take the late night train to your friend's poetry reading, I'd say risk of a dismemberment is a pretty valid excuse. Never going to take one now, thank you. Ruined that for me. Almost ruined mere mazes. Still have hope for that. Her name derives from the scratching sound that she makes as she drags her stunted torso across the ground on her hands or elbows. I don't like that. Dude, that made it so weird. I don't like it. Ugh. Fuck.
Getting louder.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Shit, if she's fast, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
fast.
I'm tripping Ray.
You know, it's like this the spider sound. I hate it, dude. No. All I'm saying is if I'm alone at night in a train station, I hear that, but it's getting progressively louder. I would shit myself immediately. One breath, shit. That's it. Like,
Fuck!
in some instances, she's lightning fast. I already hate this.
Like
While
I
in
said,
others,
she's
she is
Siren Head
characterized by her creepy, measured approach. I don't like any of this.
What, do you see her turn away to start running away and turn back around? She's 5 feet closer to you.
There are so many horror movies with that concept of where, like, you look and they're really far away, you turn, you look back, and they're super fucking close. The Teke Teke has several origin stories, each pointing to a potentially different meaning behind the urban legend. In one variation, she was once a homely Japanese schoolgirl who was notoriously afraid of everything. Don't get me wrong, I consider being afraid of everything a pretty legitimate fear in Japan. After all, you never know when a dead, one-eared piglet might run through your legs and steal your soul. We just need to do several episodes on Japanese urban legends because what?
A dead, one-eared piglet.
Might run through your legs and steal your soul.
Hi, I'm Peppa Pig.
I hate that so much.
Thank you.
But apparently her classmates didn't feel the same way and still laughing. Instead of befriending her, they decided to torment her with a series of pranks and practical jokes. So she's just a very vengeful spirit.
Okay.
Valid. One day after school, they were waiting by the train station when one of these original pranksters caught a low-flying cicada and placed it on the girl's shoulder. Unfortunately, the rumbling of the oncoming train masked the screeching of the cicada, so it took a long time before the girl noticed it. When she did, she fled about in a desperate attempt to get rid of the angry insect, tripped onto the tracks, and was cut in half by an oncoming train. So yeah, vengeful spirit. Another variation of the Teke Teke is the ghost of a beautiful young girl who was brutally assaulted by a group of men in a cornfield. In some versions, the girl was left dragging her lifeless body around until she finally reached a train station and perished. While in others, the woman, out of shame, committed suicide by hurling herself in front of a train. Okay,
So
valid reason for being angry.
all three valid reasons for vengeful spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame you there. In both versions of the story, the protagonist rises again as a vengeful spirit or an onryo and mutilates others. Also valid. Valid. Horrifying. Valid. Forcing them to share her fate. In some cases, people who are cut in half by the Teke Teke will themselves become the Teke Teke, which, if nothing else, will save you from wasting money on new pants. These are not my jokes. This is on In the Dark Air. It's a website. Oofta. The Teke Teke has become a synopsis for the urban legend of Kashima Reiko. Similar to one variation of the Teke Teke story, Kashima Reiko was assaulted by a group of men and was either left for dead in a bathroom, passed out on some train tracks, or threw herself in front of a train. Either way, Kashima, I'm gonna stop saying her last name, somehow lost her legs and decided that instead of visiting a person who makes prosthetic limbs, she just haunted people. Whoa! She just haunted people while they pooped. Bear in mind, she can theoretically appear anywhere, but has bizarre preferences for public bathroom stalls.
I'm not using a public bathroom in Japan.
Or a train station.
No. Or
Just
walking at night.
not using a public bathroom in Japan. Period.
Just don't exist in Japan.
I'm just okay.
I want to go to
What?
Japan.
Oh, it was that fucking zombie movie, the funny one.
Zombieland.
Yes, that scene where the guy's in the bathroom and the zombie comes up under the stall.
Oh, the clown.
I'm just envisioning that, like, poor man just
The fucking
going
clown
at
zombie. Yeah.
and just this half of a woman crawls up under the stall. That I don't like it. I don't like that. Her name Kashima is an abbreviation of the Japanese word kamen, shinin, and ma, which together mean masked dead person demon or masked death demon. According to folklore, just as you settle into your porcelain throne, she'll appear behind you and ask you where her legs
Ask you where her legs
are.
are.
That's what I'm assuming, because that's not what that says. You must tell her that her legs are on the Meishin railway station. If she asks you who told you that, you must answer with her name. She may then ask you what her name is, but beware, this is a trick question. The correct answer is actually masked death demon, as derived from her name. If you answer all of the questions incorrectly, if you answer any of the above questions incorrectly, she'll leave you alone. Just kidding, she'll rip your legs off. What?
You answer them correctly, she'll rip your legs off.
If you answer any incorrectly,
So you have to answer them correctly, and she'll
for
leave
her to
you
leave you
alone.
alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correctly.
So
Every single.
now you guys know if you go to Japan and you encounter the
Just
masked
don't stay at
death
home
demon.
the entire time. Don't go. How about that? Obviously, we're learning we have a shit ton of urban legends. It's like Australia. You don't need to see it.
I still want to go to Japan. why don't you guys come over by Discord? Over at Discord, we talk about all things spooky. In the Discord with you guys, we have community events that go on. We sit down, we do meditation sessions, past life regressions, and everything else like that. We also like to share spooky stories with each other. We have a cool tier system where you can become a poltergeist, mimic, spirit, stuff like that, and is a great way if you have any ideas that you want us to talk about, you can reach out to us.
Yeah, and we have all of our socials available. You can check via our link tree, or you'll find our Instagram, Patreon account, TikTok account. We have a Twitter. Um, a lot of our behind the scenes stuff is posted there. Some of our exclusive content. We have little fun games that we play. Our Patreon holds a lot of our behind the scenes stuff. Some of our exclusive investigations. I write spooky stories on there that'll keep you up at night. Grim loves those.
Fuck you. Yeah, Patreon is where you can get behind the scenes stuff. Over on Twitch, you can watch us play some spooky games, which right now every Thursday night. So check us out over there. And then what else do we have, Ray?
Aside from our really dope socials, we have our merch store.
Our merch store. Oh, how
Mm-hmm.
could I forget about the merch store? We have
Yeah.
through Streamlabs for the time being. We're selling some merch on there to kind of just let you guys have a little bit of merch from us. But in the near future, probably starting out the next year, we will be doing merch handmade by the one and only Ray Renee, which the quality is absolutely amazing. There's secret merch that you guys can only get when you do a live investigate, not live, but in-person investigation with us at a haunted location. So if we're in your vicinity, in your neck of the woods, and there's a haunted location that we're at, reach out to us, let us know. We will let you guys know either in Discord, Twitter, Instagram, what haunted locations we're getting ready to go to. If you want to join us on the investigation, you're more than welcome to join, and you'll get a cool piece of merch for free for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
last
which is
ones
really
that we
exciting.
got was Chef's Kiss, fucking amazing. It says "Boo bitch, I'm a ghost" on the front, and on the back is the new logo that I personally had someone that I know and trusted a lot to make the art, and she fucking killed it. Shout out to you, Kendra. You're amazing.
It looks amazing. I actually just found mine. It's in it's in here. I just don't have enough time to pull it out. So it's in here. Um and then lastly, hi. I'm a small business owner. I do have my own store. I make my own crafts. You could check me out at www.occultwonder.com. I make occult goodies, bookish treasures. I make some witchy stuff for beginner witches into intermediate witchcraft. I actually have some stuff in the works. So if you go to my website, I have a coming soon tab on my main page to show you what I'm working on. I do enjoy it. I love it. I love crafting. I love people getting excited about the things that I make. So definitely check that out. It's my baby.
All right, back to the episode, you guys.
I do too.
This is not deterring me from going to Japan.
I'll be honest, it is me a little bit.
Me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to go to see a lot the like older villages, but I feel like they're gonna be worse. So
I'm
Live
still
my life and not go to
when
Japan.
I
So
can
maybe-
when I can I'm going to go just because I want to go to the like Pokemon world. I want to go there just to see all those cool things there
agreed.
and the paranormal side of everything. I want to investigate. I want to learn. Yes, I know the saying of curiosity killed the cat, but you know what? I'm curious and I want to go.
I'm not the cat in this scenario. It'll just leave me in Korea. I'll hang out there. I don't want to know any urban legends. Don't make me not want to go to Korea, please.
We're going to do urban legends for Korea after we get done with Japan.
No,
We don't have to do
ruin
that.
We're
it
doing
for
that.
us.
We're doing that.
That's
We had
rude.
some pretty fucking weird urban legends here too, though.
Oh yeah,
I just feel like Japan's are way scarier for no reason at all.
because they're
No
great
reason.
storytellers. The Japanese are great storytellers.
Oh, I agree. Also, I don't know what their thing is against their children. Why do you tell your kids these stories?
You misbehave, I'm gonna give you to her.
Put
I
me up
think-
for adoption.
I think that borders on child abuse.
I mean, shit.
Ship me somewhere else.
We even had here in the States, we have ghost stories to make kids behave. Appalachia.
Yeah, that's true. I did get told a lot of shit when I was younger to make me. Yeah,
I was sheltered apparently.
yeah. Don't go out with your friends at night and park in random places because the man with the hook will get you.
Mm-hmm.
See, I did just that.
You're right.
Parked at random
Well,
places. at night.
everyone tells their kids these ghost stories, like, if you misbehave, I'm gonna feed you to the boogeyman.
Yeah, but Japan's way fucking more creative.
Oh, yeah. They have the more creative part of it. We're just, don't fucking do it. Don't, I said no. I'm gonna feed you to the boogeyman.
Yeah. Alright, do you want to get in her appearance more?
Let's do it.
The Teke Teke is universally portrayed as a girl or a young woman, usually with long black hair. In some instances, her face has been disfigured by the accident that caused her death. But in most portrayals, she looks like a regular girl. From the waist up, that is. The Teke Teke has been severed at the hips, so the top half of her torso is just a bloody stump. Many representations imply um she has recently sustained the wound, so she is still bleeding profusely and looking a little fleshy. She's often portrayed as having claws instead of fingernails or fingers, as those help her drag herself around. Okay. Oddly enough, in spite of being integral to the urban legend, she's rarely portrayed with her trusty sidekick, her scythe or saw. Some depictions include the scythe, few include the saw as, let's face it, saws are not a ladylike instrument of torture, and several depict her carrying other weapons like a katana, because all Japanese people own katanas, right?
I mean,
I know a lot of Japanese people that don't own katanas, and I know a lot of not Japanese people that own katanas.
katanas are cool.
I agree. But also, like,
Now, could you imagine if the katana is what ripped out your soul?
I'm now just thinking of Naruto.
Or Bleach.
Bleach.
Reminds me of Bleach.
In Naruto they have I can't remember his fucking name or what his sword is called, but it's the one that the one swordsman in
Oh,
the
the
one
shark.
Akatsuki member with the
Shark.
shark. Yeah, the
Oh.
shark guy, his sword just takes your fucking energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I'm thinking of that. Now she's carrying around that.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it less creepy in my opinion. I'm just gonna think
Makes
that's
it
what she
more
is.
cool.
Yeah, makes it look cooler.
Yes, guys, we're a
Um,
bunch of nerds.
Thanks.
as I have just figurines behind me. That's the only one I could find right now. Oh, the little one. Unfortunately, no one really knows the origin of this urban legend. It doesn't appear to be based on true events or even if there were unalivings in Japan, as are like explosions in Michael Bay movies. They're so common that no one really pays much attention to them anymore. Okay, this guy's humor is kind of like throwing me off a little bit now. However, most people posit that nope. the slit-mouthed woman that harassed little children.
Oh, I know the slit-mouthed woman. I know the
Okay, so
story behind
I'm
that.
not gonna pronounce what it's actually called because I'm not going to butcher that. Or the Gasho de Kuro, the 50-foot skeleton. Haha, that's what our mods are called.
Yep. Oh, they were called.
That's what
Word.
they were called. Yeah, I forgot the old. Yeah. R.I.P. The 50-foot skeleton that follows you home at night and pops your head. I don't remember the urban legend for this one. And pops your head off like a Coca-Cola top. The Teke Teke myth was a cautionary tale. We need to talk about that.
We need to talk
I
about
did.
the slit-mouthed woman.
No.
Her story
Um,
is fucking crazy.
it's the same thing with the bent neck lady. The legend was designed to discourage people, particularly young children and teenagers, from walking home alone at night. Amidst all the real terror that may be lurking on the dark street corners or behind alleyway dumpsters, parents invented a few preternatural, that word, horrors to reinforce the dangers of staying out late and separating from your group. Why we travel in large groups. Another theory, which more directly relates to the Teke Teke status as an Onryo, suggests that the legend was designed to deter people from bullying, abusing, or assaulting. He was mistreated.
And
Grim?
we're pausing again.
You're not in the thing anymore for me.
I still have both of you guys, but you're red barred right now.
That's weird because I have full signal and full signal.
And you're yellow barred now on video. All right, we're gonna use this part to go to break.
Okay.
The ad break.
Ad break right before the end of this.
Okay, you're green barred. Go.
Okay. The only reason why she rose from the grave was to get revenge on others, albeit rather indiscriminately. So the moral of the story is be kind to others or they may just split you in half. Now that's a message that speaks to all of us. That is a valid moral lesson out of this. Modern day usage. Unfortunately, since most airlines won't admit people who may bleed all over their seats and potentially eviscerate their staff, the Teke Teke hasn't really made its way out of Japan. The legend is also not to be confused with the Los Teke Teke, the groovy Latin American pop band, but there are a few sparse modern day references to our stumpy friend. His humor is throwing me off. There is a film that came out in 2009 and a sequel that also came out in 2009. There is another film that came out in 2006. There is an anime called Ghost Stories, where the main character is being chased by a Teke Teke in the first episode. There is a whole manga. There is a creepypasta story called How I Became a Japanese Urban Legend. That's a Teke Teke.
So the Teki Teki is absolutely beautiful to see from a far distance. If you see her in a window.
No.
If you see her in a
That's
window.
debatable.
But
Because if you're seeing her, it's already a problem.
oh yeah. If you see her, you go, ooh, pretty. Run!
It's okay to look at in pictures.
Don't recommend. And
So who wants to go to
Yep.
Japan?
I still want to go. There's a video game you can play also if y'all are curious. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, don't look at pictures. It's actually a really bad idea.
Well, you guys have seen some of the pictures that I find of this interesting urban legend.
There's some good pictures. And not so good pictures.
What is that?
This picture, her spine is a scythe, and it's coming out of the bottom half of her.
That sounds fun. But what do you guys think in the comments section? Do you think that Teke Teke is real? Do you think it's just a legend? Do you think it's just a story to keep their kids to behave and not go out by themselves at night?
Listen, the way that I look at most things when it comes to supernatural, I would rather be naive and believe that it's real and go into things respectfully than choose to think it's fake and disrespect. So I'm just gonna not with that whole situation and never use a public restroom in Japan alone at night.
Or a train.
Or a train.
From stories that I've heard, I just don't want to use a train in Japan ever, anyways.
True.
There's a lot of people on a train too a lot of times, and that makes me real
And their train
claustrophobic.
system does not make sense. You think you're going to one place, but you're going to a place completely different.
Oh, it gives me anxiety.
Yup. Then all of a sudden you're on a ghost train.
Oh no. Again? Third time this week.
Wait, does that train not exist?
I'm on a train right now. That's where my signal should.
Fucking tunnels.
Sorry, going out the tunnel. Hold on.
But yeah, you got these stories. They get scarier and scarier, but it's knowledge. It's interesting, and we have a special guest this time to help with the burden of taking in all the spooky knowledge all at once.
Yeah, thank you for permanently scarring me.
Welcome to Japan.
Yeah.
But
Never wanna
you
go there
guys,
anymore.
I do have a special announcement.
Oh,
This is the week after Ray's wedding.
hi.
So
This is
Ray,
me from the future. I'm married.
no, this is you from the past.
I insert me from the future.
So you got to send me a video. But we're gonna definitely have some pictures up on here for you guys of us at the wedding. Not at the wedding, but the after party of the wedding reception.
There's gonna be pictures, yeah.
There's gonna be
Insert pictures
maybe
here.
maybe a couple videos of
Here.
us all dancing around.
Oh,
There's gonna be
okay.
nothing over that side.
Insert pictures.
What I'm gonna do with that one? Pictures.
Thank you.
The
Just have
word
little
pictures
pictures
rainbowed
pop up.
over you.
Right here, Graham. Pictures.
Put it one in both hands. There you go. But yeah, so I'm ready to get up there, be a part of the fun. Because it is currently the Sunday before the wedding, as to us recording this.
It's been a fun time. I'm telling you, it was a great work. I'm not wearing a watch. I rely on her to tell me what time it is.
9:06.
I'm also sitting in front of a computer. I could just look at the fucking time.
Okay.
But we want to thank you guys so much again for joining us with this spooky ass story.
Yeah.
We've done 2 really spooky stories and 4 games that you should not, 5 games that you should not play.
Yeah.
Because we did 3 the first episode.
There's
So,
more too.
yeah, there's so many games that you should not play. But this is where we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.